It's a night where you feel Liverpool need not just a win, but a performance as well. The run of late, by their standards, hasn't been good. And after heavy rotation and a League Cup defeat to Crystal Palace in the week, it may just put a little extra pressure on the returning Reds for the game against an in-form Aston Villa side tonight.
I think any time that you lose 4 Premier League games on the spin, coming into the 5th one, you're obviously going to be under a little bit of pressure. We're all just hoping and waiting for Liverpool to click. Hopefully that'll be tonight.
Let's take a check on the two teams. We'll start, as always, with Liverpool, and we already knew about a couple of the injuries, of course, that would rule players out tonight. It's a shame for Curtis Jones, who you felt was really playing his way into a regular first-team place in the Premier League team. Still no Alexander-Arnold as well. He's ruled out. So it means that, once again, Ekitike will lead the line. And it's that familiar old midfield three of Allister, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, with Florian Wirtz coming from the bench. Yeah, Aston Villa had a really good win against Manchester City last weekend. No League Cup game for them in the week. Just the one change today. Emi Buendia is ruled out through injury. He's been in really good form of late as well. It's a blow for them. So Ivan Gesson will come in on the flank, with John McGinn on the opposite flank, but expect McGinn to be everywhere else. Apart from that, it's a team, a system, a formation that's working really, really well for Unai Emery at the moment.
Well, I think what he's doing is getting the best out of this team. It's been quite a steady side as well. Like, I think when you look at it, the likes of Nana and Kamara in the middle of the park, two kind of unsung kind of heroes, but they put a heck of an awful lot of work into the game.
Martinez out towards Onana. They've broken through Liverpool's press really nicely. Morgan Rogers, that's a delicious little ball that he's played forward there. On by Watkins. Liverpool haven't cleared, and Aston Villa have hit the post early. A real scare for Liverpool.
Well, they played that beautifully, Aston Villa. Played right from the back, right through Liverpool. Cut through them like a knife, to be quite honest with you, and he's a little bit unfortunate, Rogers.
Konate will again use his goalkeeper. Amazing to think that, I mean, according to reports, he was going to Manchester United, wasn't he? He'd said his goodbyes, quite a tearful goodbye to the Villa fans. Here's Szoboszlai. Oh. Well, Martinez didn't move as though he had it more than covered. It looked a little too close for comfort for him.
Well, he's certainly got that in his locker, hasn't he? I'd like to give Martinez the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not 100% sure he saw too much about that shot, to be fair.
This club has been through bad times before, and no doubt there will be bad times in the future. It's a test of these Liverpool players. Salah looking inspired. Gakpo's header, well, he was going for goal. It nearly turned into a good headed pass to Ekitike.
And you're right, I think he's actually going for goal. I don't think he's got any intention of like heading that back across goal.
Given away by Martinez. Gakpo's little touch. McAllister! And Robertson was there as well. And in the end, it's blocked into the arms of Martinez.
Well, it's a couple of times that Villa have just like given the ball away from, like, trying to play out from the back to get away with both of them.
Kamara. Villa are playing themselves into a little bit of trouble. Maybe now they're playing themselves into a very positive position. Cash, time, space! And nearly produces an outrageous goal that forces the very best out of Mamardashvili.
But that's a fantastic shot. Just takes a slight deflection off Virgil van Dijk, which, well, the outstretched hand, that's going into the top corner.
Martinez happy to go long downfield. Konate will beat Watkins in the air. Villa look to seize upon the second ball and hurt Liverpool with Rodgers. It's another important save by Mamardashvili. This time a little more straightforward than the last. Konate lifting the ball forward. Salah has it. Liverpool have the attack. There's a Villa man down, Luka Din holding his head. Liverpool are going downfield looking to score. And Salah shot his way over the top. Oh, that's a poor ball. Brilliantly won by Szoboszlai. Chance for Dominic Szoboszlai. And maybe he just tried to be too precise.
Well, in being too precise, he kind of predicted exactly where he was going to put it. Again, Villa causing their own problems there.
Trying to find a way through this Villa rearguard. Gakpo. Well, it was a bit of a lunge from Kerkez. It's a Liverpool free kick. Can Liverpool find a little touch of magic in a game that has been very, very even so far? A little bit of class, a little bit of quality. Szoboszlai takes, saved by the goalkeeper, and saved well because he was going the wrong way for a moment, was Emi Martinez. Had it been a little further towards the corner, it might have beaten him. Villa are, at the moment, keeping Liverpool at arm's length, but Szoboszlai trying to change that. Header away was by Pau Torres. Here's Salah. It's back towards Gravenberch. McAllister! That's a brilliant block. And it had to be as well. What an outstanding block from Ezri Konsa. That's a Liverpool goal, but for that surely. Szoboszlai and a free header in by Ekitike. And you just felt what's coming. Liverpool have been knocking on the Villa door. And Ekitike finds a way through.
Is he offside? Well, this could get chopped off, I think. Yeah, I think this is going to get chopped off.
And Ekitike misses out on a goal. It doesn't count.
Great header, great ball in, but the run was just a little bit early.
Liverpool trying to turn the screw again on Aston Villa. A moment where Villa just need a moment to calm themselves and to gather themselves. 4 minutes added on. It's on the light side, I think, given what we saw a little earlier. Well, that's a poor ball, Salah! Yes! 250 Liverpool goals for Mohamed Salah, and it comes in the shape of a gift from Aston Villa and from Emiliano Martinez.
He's made a heck of a mistake there. He's passed it to the wrong player. But listen, that's not easy. Mohamed Salah hits it so early and so quickly on his right foot, on his weaker foot, that he's given the goalkeeper no time whatsoever to really make amends. So if he takes the touch, the goalkeeper gets allowed to get reset. He doesn't take the touch, he hits it first time, and it looks a simple goal, but this is really well taken from Mohamed Salah. He's got a lot to do from there, to be quite honest with you. No surprise that it's him that does it. 250 up. Well, he's been a revelation since he's come to the football club. He's still a revelation. He's still a goal threat.
Quite simply, a football phenomenon. And he is Liverpool's football phenomenon, is Mohamed Salah. Aston Villa, who beat Manchester City, of course, last week.
Funny how that happens. Didn't we play like
last season? They always seem to follow each other.
Same sort of fixtures.
That's Kerkez. Konate will come across just before Watkins could get on the end of it. Andrew Robertson looking to open the legs. Gakpo. That's his little ball. Salah and Bradley. And it's away by the goalkeeper really well, but the flag goes up now.
Well, he just goes that fraction early. He is offside, but like ever so well, like to get that ball back to Conor Bradley. It's a decent strike by the young Northern Irish guy. Mohamed Salah's been absolutely outstanding so far. Been really best game we've seen so far from him this season, I would go as far to say.
Yes, he's looked like Mohamed Salah. Here's Allister. Here is Ryan Gravenberch. It's opening up for Gravenberch! That's the goal they wanted. And it's been supplied by Ryan Gravenberch on his return from injury. Oh boy, did they want that second, and they've got it.
Well, it'll be interesting to watch this one back, because Martinez, well, he kind of dives out the way of it. I'm not 100%. It does take a ricochet off one of the Villa players, but whether it alters its course of direction, the ball, I'm not 100% sure. But again, well, they kind of play themselves into trouble a little bit there, and then just give the ball away, and then all of a sudden he finds that little bit of space on the edge of the box. Well, you can see there, it's both the centre-backs, isn't it? It's Pau Torres and Konate that throw themselves at it, and it's Pau Torres that just gets the foot that takes the deflection past Martinez. Never a great moment from a manager's point of view as well, when you want to bring on a sub and then that happens. I think you'll be pleased. I think more the performance than anything else. I think it's been a really top-notch performance so far in the game.
Looking to thread Ekitike in, and now the turnover and the transition, and it's Donyell Marlon whose strike is a whisker away, and that's the threat.
Nearly catch Liverpool in the counter attack. There hasn't been too many of them, to be quite honest with you. That's how Liverpool have been like pretty much in command of the game. They haven't allowed Aston Villa too many counter attacks, especially at the start of the second half.
Headed by Robertson. Great stretch by McAllister. Lovely ball by Cody Gakpo. Ugo Ekitike sets off on a mission. He has got support. It's Robertson across. Oh, what a clearance that is by Maatsen, who's only just come onto the field to deny Mohamed Salah. Salah goes again. He's going to have to leave it because he's offside. That's some clearance by Maatsen, by the way.
Well, he stopped a certain goal for me. This.
And it's a night where Liverpool needed a performance of passion, a performance of quality. They got both, and Arne Slot will be delighted that his players have responded. Mohamed Salah scored his 250th goal for the club, and the win wrapped up by Ryan Gravenberch just before the hour mark. It's a big win, made even better by the performance from that man, Dominic Szoboszlai. Sensational for Liverpool tonight. It finishes Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0.